In this inaugural episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Fugly, we're going to be talking about the Gooser kill and what a pain in the ass these things are. Thank God they nerfed them from 50 to 5. I don't know what I'd do if I had to get 45 more. So here's a typical Gooser fail attempt by yours truly. We're going to look at all the different things that can go wrong and did go wrong in this video and the other ones I'm about to show you. Boom! Killed him on the ground, but that's not where we want to do that. So let's look at this a bit more in depth. Started off good. Cluster missiles are going to take the shields down. I'm pinging him in the head. I hit the smoke. That's going to take him down even more. At this point, I can see that I'm going to win this fight. I'm concentrating on the red area. If it's red, make it dead. You're going to take his health down if you concentrate there. I reload. I melee doom him, which interrupted the reload cycle. It pops up in the air. I'm not ready for it. I aim down sight too fast. I lose him in the sun before that, and he's on the ground. The goose is gone. What can we do to fix this? Well, before we get into that, let's look at what else can go wrong. So here's another potential customer. Don't get distracted by that Spectre. And I'm happily pumping bullets into his face. What does that 3 mean on the side of the HUD? That's important. It's going to come into play soon. What is it again? Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1, 0 bullets left to do the goose in the air. I'm just not that good. I need more bullets. I need the most I can get. Here's more of the same gong show, but in this one I believe I leave myself 10 bullets. And as you can see, that's not enough either. We have 2 pilots in the air, friendly and enemy, the sun, and I run out. Not enough. So try and keep an eye on your ammo. In this one I reload right as I doom him, but he's got the nuclear ejection going on. He pops up really high. I can't reacquire, so it's another wasted chance. So there's definitely a key time to reload and make sure you're good to go. To add insult to injury, he rodeos me here, and as I'm mashing the X button, I mash one time too many and start the reload action on my shotgun. So even though I had 5 bullets left, I couldn't get one shot on him in the air, and he kills me because I deserve it. Here's yet another case of me reloading for nothing, missing a kill in the air, and now I have to go and kill him on the ground, which isn't as much fun. So what I do now is I make a practice of reloading my pilot weapon before I go in my Titan. And now, look at that, I rack it, but since it's already full, it takes place very quickly and I can actually kill a guy in the air for a change. It's important to know that when you decide to eject and take an enemy pilot off the top of your Titan and into the air with you, it doesn't count towards the Gooser kill. However, it's great practice here because we ejected, he's above us in the air because he gets up there first. When you rodeo and you get ejected, you're going to be above the pilot whose Titan you were just rodeoing. So adjust your aim accordingly. Look for it. You're always going to see the pilot in your field of vision. You might have to reacquire, but most of the time they're right in front of you, just below. I missed him. I had to get him on the ground here. So let's recap. If you self-eject, he's going to be above you and you're going to be below him. And this is just for practice. This does not count as a Gooser. However, if you're rodeoing and you get ejected off him, he's going to be coming up below you, and if you get him here, it'll count as a Gooser. Now you don't always face him. Here I don't complete the animation cycle for the rodeo, and I'm facing the side, and I don't even know where he is. You can see from his kill cam that I was facing off to the side when I was ejected. So this will happen occasionally, but better players than me could probably reacquire. And you don't have to use your gun all the time. The best thing is satchel charges. They are great for killing pilots in the air. And hey, don't stop at 1 satchel charge. Why use 1 when 3 will do the job 3 times better? Satchel charges are a lot of fun. So in the end, I never did get a Gooser with an in-air pilot shootout. Here's a cloak pilot. Here's what they look like. Satchel charges, bang, he hit the ground before I got him. It wasn't for lack of trying. Sometimes we lose track of the pilot because of all the stuff going on. Here we have a friendly rodeoing pilot in the air, enemy pilot, black thing. I don't know where anyone is. Here the Titan's not square to me, so the pilot goes up and to the right, and my muzzle flashes cover his body up as I'm trying to put the crosshairs on him. This will happen when you're not squared up to the Titan, as in this case here. Muzzle flash covering him up, hard to acquire. In this case, I'm on the very sunny map, my back isn't to the sun. Try to do that if you can, and the white crosshairs disappear in the sun, and you're unable to put it on him. In this case, we're trying to kill a JCC Wrestling, and he disappears. Where is he? What are those, birds? No idea. Where the heck did he go? That's kind of annoying. But then someone pings me with a machine gun on the right here. Oh, there he is. Cloaks. And I get a Ghost Hunter perk. Here's another guy. No idea where he goes. There's some stuff going on in the background. Something flying off to the side. Titan falling out of the sky. Where did he go? Oh well, time to find another Titan. Oh, there he is. He's rodeoing me. I think because we're so far back from the Titan that's getting doomed, we're easy to land on. So they do give us extra opportunity to kill them after when they try to rodeo us, which is nice of them. Here we have the gamma shield on, and it puts a gamma haze and everything. It's hard to see, and he's cloaked, and I've lost him. Except I see his trails up in the sky. So I try and follow them down best I can at the top of the building, but he touches down before I nail him. So if they touch anything, and you shoot them afterwards, doesn't count. Now we're coming into one of my favorite situations. Look at the vortex shield in that guy. Now this happened to me a lot, way more than I have video on. He's getting doomed, I'm stepping back, and oh yeah, executions. People love executions. Can we see that in slow-mo, Bob? Look at that animation. Rips the pilot out. Chucks him. So, people like this. In this game, in the channel, before we started in the lobby, I said, hey, I'm going for Goosers. If anyone can lay off the executions, that would be awesome. But in the heat of the moment, you know, people forget or maybe don't care. Hey, look, it's the same guy. So just leave these lobbies if you can. He's having fun. I'm not. You can't affect the way people play. It's totally up to them. So if this is happening to you a lot, get out of there, move on. Play with friends that don't do that to you. Other reasons for not getting the ejection are when you get too much help from your teammates. Here we have a guy doing a rodeo, and he puts extra bullets into this thing's head, and the pilot underestimates his time for a safe eject. No eject. Other times the pilot just refuses to eject, or he's not paying attention, or he's so busy trying to doom you, come on man, eject, that they forget what's going on. And come on man, you're going to blow up. I'm just thinking of your best interests here. Here's a little tip I want to pass on about this particular model of Titan, the Strider model. I found that 70% of the time when you rodeo them, the Strider pilot will do this tactic, and that is getting out of the Titan instead of ejecting. Really? You got out? Oh, I hate that. Eat some bullets. There you go. I don't want to pick on the Strider pilots, but 70% of the time, man, when I jump on top of one, the pilot gets out and tries to run away on the ground. And, yeah, where's my eject? Really? Seriously? We're going that way? Oh, that's it. I kill him out of spite. It bugs me so much. And I'm not saying never get out of your Titan and kill an enemy pilot on top of you. I do it all the time. But I do it in cases where I have close to full health, half health, and I'm going to actually need my Titan afterwards. If I'm doomed and I don't need it, I eject because it's the safest thing to do. This one was kind of funny. I saw an enemy pilot go in to capture this turret, and I knew that he probably wouldn't notice me up here until he got in his Titan and started walking around. So I doom him. Where's my eject, buddy? What? Oh yeah, you're a Strider pilot. You guys like to get out of your Titans and run away in the ground or whatever. There you go. Tell all your friends, man. It's so much easier to shoot you on the ground and in the air. You're better off ejecting. On the subject of turrets, it's never a good idea to go for a goose in the vicinity of an enemy one, because it's going to be pounding on you at the same time, disrupting your aim, distracting you, and ultimately killing you as you're trying to take that pilot out of the air. The replay says it all here. Just not a good idea. Now that isn't to say you can't try to snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat now and then. Here I've got his health down pretty good, but the turret's hammering on me and his shield goes back up, so we're starting at square one. I'm doomed. I doom him. We try to fight it out in the air. I miss. I hit the ground. Throw a satchel charge. Not gonna happen. Maybe next time. So keep in mind when you're trying for the goose that everything and everyone is trying to kill you. It's not a turret, it's another Titan, or a pilot with an anti-Titan weapon and a good shot. Enemy Titans with the nuclear reactor perk are also dangerous, because if you're close to them, you will die. And even if you've got almost full shields and full health, and you're close to them, the resulting explosion will screw your aim up so much it makes it harder to hit the pilot. For me, when it came right down to it and there wasn't any external outside forces bothering me, I would still miss the goose, just through bad aim. I mean, what do I gotta do to hit these guys? Surely I hit him once or twice. Surely he hit the ground half dead. And what's that supposed to be? It looks like a speeder bike from Star Wars. You see any Ewoks? What am I doing wrong? What are they doing so that I can't hit them? Perfect setup, great position, good distance, just not hitting them. It got to be laughable. I mean, what more do you gotta do? The really funny part of it was that anytime they'd land on some kind of flat surface, and I was near them, they were dead. It was just that in the air thing that was a big problem for me. This guy was neat. He blew his smoke and I didn't get a good look at him as he ejected. So there was no way I was going to kill him. But as what usually happens, you know, you get sneaky on him, you double back to where you were, and you turn around and shoot him in the back while he's looking for you on the other side. But then again, he's on a flat surface. It's not like I got bad aim. I find I was able to kill pilots again and again and again. Helps when they're running right to you to rodeo you. But even if they're jumping around in the middle of the air, I could get them. I tried to hit them in the air as opposed to on the ground just for a challenge almost. It was really easy to keep the cursor on them when they're on the ground. Follow them up a flight of stairs and kill them. On top of a building across the map. On a walkway. With good situational awareness and timing, wait for it, you can make educated guesses and get kills in this game. I wonder if there's a sniper up in that tower. There was! Xbox, record that. Some pilots reported great success with the arc cannon while goosing. I found with the capacitor, the timing was just impossible. The charge up time for the capacitor option is so long that you can't get a shot off hardly at all. You know, you come close a couple times, but no dice. I think when you take the capacitor off as well, the other nearby Titans own your ass, and you're not getting any gooses anyways. The strength here is the ability to chain the hits off of other objects and hit the pilot, but I had no success with it. One time I was trying for gooses and I got this wacky screen corruption problem where I couldn't see what the heck was going on. I couldn't see the doomsday of the Titan. I couldn't see my cursor. I couldn't see anything. Had to reboot and unplug after this. So I think a lot of it is sticking with the chain gun with the extended mag, that's my preferred loadout, and get real used to how weird the pilots look in the air from the different angles. And once you see that, you can start to shoot at what you know is the pilot, not a flying piece of crap. It's good to recognize what the Titan does just before the pilot ejects. They make the Y from the YMCA song action, and then the pilot goes shooting out of the canopy. Or it's like they're an NFL referee saying the field goal is good. They raise both hands in the air and the pilot comes shooting out of the center. In the case of a nuclear reactor ejection, you'll see that bright flash before the pilot goes shooting up in the air. Now by far the best way to get a pilot in a goose is to be at this distance with a full clip. You wait for the pilot to go up, and at this magic hang time moment, that's when you aim down sights and fill them full of lead. That is your best chance, and probably the classic gooser. Look, he's throwing arc grenades at me. What a wookus. So to finish off, I just want to take you through the 5 goose kills that I was able to do. Here I was dooming a Titan, enemy dropships coming in. Out of the corner of my eye, I see this pilot coming in from nowhere, so I fling a satchel charge and get him just before I get killed. And it turns out the guy was ejecting from his Titan, which is something we do all the time. It's the best way to get to the dropship. Out of the corner of my eye, check this satchel charge, boom, get killed. I was really lucky there. How pissed would I have been to get killed before that satchel charge landed? So here's the second one, going toe to toe with this guy. Eventually he gets doomed. Pilot pops up in the air, but I'm reloading like I usually am. And I don't have a good beat on him, but at the last second I see I'm not going to get him. I don't have a shot, but I got a punch. Boom! The hitbox on that punch is huge, so if you don't got a shot, throw your fist out there and you will most likely collide with the pilot. This is number 3. This was a classic shoot him out of the sky one. And we'll get to it in a second. Came across Buddy here, who had almost had this thing down to 1 bar. I steal the doom on him. And then when the pilot pops up, he falls down to the right, and I'm able to get him because I'm a bit farther away this time. And the pilot is not covered under the muzzle flash. This is that one we just saw a while ago, the traditional goose. Chase him through the hard point here. And this is the one where I actually actively tried to wait for the hang time. Lucky on the reload. Wait for him to stop and then shoot him out of the sky. I was very happy I do fist bumps here. Yes. Like I just scored a goal. And the last one is the weirdest one I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else get one like this. But here it is. He goes nuclear. I lose him in the sun. And as I'm backing up, I step on him. before he hits the ground. What a cheap way to get a goose, eh? I'll take it, but it's totally a fluke and totally lucky. Here we go. I'm backing up, and I step on him before he hits the ground. Pretty wacky. So that just goes to show you, you can get goosers all kinds of ways. And just because it doesn't go the way you're trying to get it, doesn't mean that you're going to not get it. Somebody on Reddit the other day said that you don't go for the goose, the gooser comes to you. So here's a case where I'm trying to kill the other pilot, nothing's happening, but I do run into Daryl and his other brother Daryl. So when Titanfall gives you lemons, make lemonade. And the most important thing, never give up on your pursuit of a goose. Here I am, forced to eject from my Titan because I'm dead. Land on this nice fuel tower here, but that bar of health on that enemy Titan's going down. So let's help it with the anti-Titan weapon. Boom! Didn't even need to do it. He's already out of the Titan. Switch to the pilot weapon. Miss him. Oh well. Satchel charge. Hey buddy! Boom! Tried to warn him.